Hello, everyone.
Heck,
It's been like an hour since we recorded the last one.
yeah, not too long from the last one.
Well, it's actually like 4 minutes short of an hour since we started the last one.
Yeah,
Anyways,
late at night.
or early in the morning,
Yeah,
or middle of the
but
day if you're in China.
yeah,
Anyways, this is a picture of Ripjaw's cameo from A New Dawn.
yeah.
I've decided to choose the best picture from this episode.
We are gonna review A New Dawn and potentially our ideas for the next.
Like they're really going to use our ideas. Omniverse stole a lot from me on accident, but I'll let it go.
The thing is, I don't hate or love it. This special.
Only thing wrong with it is that no, there's two things wrong with it. One, no, there's three, four actually.
Yeah.
It went 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, number one, George Washington somehow plays a role in this.
Yay.
That's the second part, is that he's part of the plumbers and he was called Plumier, which is stupid. You're wrong to love it because it's stupid.
No, but it's yay.
Well, it's stupid. And then number three is that not all the aliens appear. The main reason that they didn't have the aliens appear, who didn't appear, was because they couldn't find the right place to put them. The entire last transformations of the episodes were Ben montaging through all the aliens and a cameo. This was a perfect place to have them.
Well, they went through it in order.
That doesn't mean anything with skipping.
Well, I know. I'm explaining why it's stupid. They had a place to put them because they were showcasing them in order.
Yeah. Well, they didn't put the original series in order. They went from Forearms to Ripjaws.
Well,
That's not an order. The order of the original... There's two different orders for the original. There's the order they appeared, and then there's the order the theme song puts them in.
I go with the theme song.
That's what I do. I like it. That's what I do for everything, is just how the theme song does it. But they don't have that for Ultimate Alien or Omniverse, so I have to go with the order they appear.
Going in order of their appearances, that's a bit confusing and difficult.
Yeah. My fourth problem with this episode is that Pesky Dust appears.
Well,
that sort of goes against what I just said, but that alien doesn't deserve to exist.
Thing is, Swampfire, I think he deserved to be in this.
He did.
Because, well,
Pesky
he
Dust
was
didn't.
only in Weapon 11.
Pesky Dust didn't deserve anything except death.
I don't understand why, what's his face, Swampfire, he didn't appear in anything else but Weapon 11, and, that Charmcaster episode.
Yeah. Yeah, he did get a cameo, though.
What confuses me is that Mustache was in this.
I love that. Mustache is my favorite of the aliens who debuted in Outbreak.
I don't like Accelerate and Mustache being in this.
Well, I don't like Accelerate being in it. Mustache is amazing, though.
There are better aliens. But
there are, but Mustache kind of deserved it because he's underused being a new alien and all.
Well, he was now more used.
Yeah, he should be. And Pesky Dust should have been killed before the end of the series. For some reason, it wasn't.
You chose a good time to do this. Because I'm marathoning all the Alien Force episodes.
My condolences, because you're watching the worst series.
It's actually my favorite.
Well, then you're wrong, because the original series was the best.
I was watching Kevin's Big Score.
Oh, that episode. Baby Detrovite.
Well, she's not a baby.
At least it was explained in Omniverse.
I like the explanation.
The explanation
I
was
don't
pretty
know if
good.
you noticed, but Volcana said, "I hate you for what you did to me." I always assumed that was making him a baby.
I'm getting
But
that's
obviously
kind
that
of
didn't
weird.
work.
I never even connected that.
Yeah, he said, "I hate you for what you did to me, and you will pay." Yeah. So
I never even connected that.
yeah, I just noticed.
Notice how Volcanus got like smart.
Nah,
He got smarter from the first time we saw him.
I don't like Volcano.
He was a stupid.
I mean, he deserves to appear in Omniverse, but I just don't like him.
He was a stupid Detrovite at first, and then he turned into a very intelligent con man.
Technord is way better.
Yeah, I don't know why Technor never appeared again.
Didn't DJW said he was gonna appear?
I don't know.
Nah. Well, he refused to show concept art or whatever.
Just like Tom Perkins refused to show XLRG. And he refused it directly to me. I actually talked to the guy. Through Twitter, but still.
He got lucky on Twitter. Twice.
Yeah, he responded twice. Actually, I got lucky.
The second time I was talking about ERP.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's that too. They favorited 5 of my tweets. Anyways, we're almost 7 minutes in. We need to continue the episode.
Well, my favorite part was the showcasing of almost every alien.
That was mine too, but
you should hear the theme in the background.
here's the problem. Frankenstrike wasn't there. Snarrow wasn't there. Merc Upchuck again was not there. Even though it's the better Upchuck.
God.
Chameleon wasn't there. Jetray wasn't there. Fast Track wasn't there. Spitter wasn't there. Buzzshock wasn't there. Buzzshock wasn't there. Archiguana, I don't believe, was there. Rocks, Squid Stricter, Ventrilo Squid.
I have a few things to say.
Let me finish. Pesky Dust was there. There's what's wrong with this scene.
There's 2 things I want to say.
Yeah?
Did Merc ever appear?
Merc?
Not in a special. I mean, in the episode, the previous one.
At all?
Yeah, at all. Did he appear?
Well, he was the first Upchuck to appear in Omniverse.
Yeah, I mean, after Tummy Trouble.
Oh. No.
Seriously?
No, he wasn't. He was
Why?
never used again after Tummy Trouble. It was always a stupid perk.
God. Well, my other thing was, my friend told me something.
Yeah?
If you just put Chameleon, Jetray, and Fast Track in the showcasing, and if it's just their UAF designs, nobody would even care.
As long as they appear.
Yeah, as long as they appear. Update their tricks, and that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, and don't make Chameleon have all green eyes.
Yeah, that. How simple would that be? They did it for Asmus.
Alright.
About it.
Speaking of Azimuth, actually no, let's not say anything about that because that's a different episode.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to our ideas.
Yeah, since we're 9 minutes in.
I believe that the next series should be a road trip all across space.
Well, obviously it's going to be that.
Well, I mean, like, people say UAF was all space journey. I'm like, no, 50% of that was Earth.
The majority of Ultimate Alien was not space.
But people were like, no, UAF was all space. And I'm like, are you dumb?
Did you even watch the first season?
Exactly. The 50%, more than 50% was Earth, alright? I'm talking about 100% in space.
No Earth except for maybe the first episode.
Maybe.
No, I think Earth should appear in the first episode. For whenever they're departing.
Plus, there's a way they can do all space with Max. There's the Plumber's base is now a spaceship.
Yeah. I want more alternate Ben episodes.
Here's my idea for what episode 1 should be. The first road, the trip stop should be like at a plumber's base where they meet Helen, Manny, everyone else, and Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the villain should be like a plumber's drone, like a prototype version that gets hacked.
Plot
Maybe
twist.
like
Plot twist. The Vreedles are the ones who messed it up.
That'd be funny.
That actually would be kind of cool.
But the first alien, I think, and it would make sense to me, chromosome.
Yes. Can we have the under?
Water hazard should appear because, first of all, Bivalven was in Fame, and Water Hazard was in Part 2, which I still count Part 1 and Part 2 of Omniverse to be one episode.
Okay, here's one.
He was in every episode 1.
Here's one.
Yeah.
Chameleon should follow the drone after it leaves.
I think it should just like my wrath.
No, that can be later. I feel like it should be able to escape and Ben goes Chameleon to chase it just so Chameleon can appear. And not be wasted.
For some odd reason, I have all the aliens used in that episode. In order, it would be a Chromosome, Snarrow, Heat Blast, Water Hazard, and Wrath. I don't know why I have that.
Add Chameleon into where he chases the drone to find out who hacked it, and then you have a good episode.
Well, my overall season 1. Well, I have to say this before the video ends, but my idea is that a hybrid, a pet Lacubra, should hire all the best bounty hunters in the galaxy, like all the previous established ones plus some new ones. Or to bring in 5 relics that are scattered all over the universe.
God dang it, this is not Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, it kinda is. It kinda is.
Kind of, but...
Think about it, though.
Kind of, but...
Look, even Baby Rook had a tail, like a raccoon tail. And he uses a gun-like weapon. And Ben can turn into an alien full of stars and is, in a sense, a lord.
You mean,
Star-Lord. Yes. And then Kevin can absorb wood, and then Gwen, and is also the brute, so he sort of takes on the role of 2 of them, and then Gwen is the female of the team. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy right here.
Well...
What have I done? What have I done?
With the 5 relics, you can establish, show more of the space aspect. But, for the Team Tennyson, the UAF gang plus Rook and Zed.
Yeah. Well, rename it to Francis, and then we're good.
That's all I can say in this one video. Maybe we can make another
yeah, maybe, well, I mean, I've got 3 free days after tomorrow.
That's the day before tomorrow.
No, don't make that don't make that reference again. No, after tomorrow, after school gets out tomorrow, I have 3 days of no school. So we can do a bunch of recording over those 3 days.
I want to mention something that was not in A New Dawn.
Okay, we've got 1 minute left, so hurry up.
I hate the twist with Spanner and Kenny.
I do too. It should be Jimmy.
Jimmy or Devlin?
I prefer Jimmy because they gave him the exact same voice.
Exactly.
If you're not going to have them have the exact same voice, if they're going to have the exact same voice and make them the same character, do not make them different.
Yeah.
I refused it.
So that's all?
Well, I guess that is. This was a pretty good episode, though. It was not the amazingest.
Yeah,
Anyways, so we're gonna post a part 2 to this over my long break, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.